Hello everyone, it's nice to meet you yet again and welcome to the AI Investor. Today, let's discuss the incessant obsession with the need for AI regulation by big tech giants such as OpenAI. For a company that was founded on the basis of democratizing artificial intelligence, you will think that it will be advocating for less regulations, not more, but that is never the case anymore. OpenAI is never open, as the name implies. A more realistic name for OpenAI at this point would be Windows AI, or better yet, Microsoft AI. While the initial founders of OpenAI envisioned a company that will democratize the artificial intelligence for human good, the change in leadership and goals have moved the company from non-profit organization to maximum profit organization with a clear goal of killing competitors. Apart from OpenAI, some other pro-regulation companies include Google, Microsoft, and even Anthropic. The template for argument among the founder is that the AI they are building holds massive potential, and if it goes wrong, it can be so wrong, creating the need for regulation. But what is it? What is the difference between regulation and gatekeeping? Where is the evidence that language models like ChatGPT present an existential threat to humanity that deserves substantial amount of regulations? If companies like OpenAI were honest about the need for regulations, they don't need to talk about it. They need to start off by shutting off the operation and training of advanced AI models, rather than regulation first policy. People like Sam Altman will not train models that would present existential threat to themselves. Hence, they continue to do so with the full knowledge that AI presents minimal, if not no, existential threat to continued existence of humans. Top researchers from institutions like Carnegie Mellon and Stanford have questioned the rationale behind very call for early regulation of AI development. According to lead AI scientist Andrew Ng, the call for early regulation of AI development, especially for tech giants, is more economical than safety related. According to their logic, introducing many regulations in the early days of development of artificial intelligence will mean that many people have so much paperwork and regulations harder to deal with when joining the competition.
And critical thinking. What makes you think that AI could have the capacity to override sophisticated critical thinking?
We have to expect that AI systems will eventually exceed the collective human capability for decision-making in our own interests. And just as they already exceed the human capability to play chess and move chess pieces successfully.
With that, companies that already operate in the industry such as OpenAI will maintain their competitive advantage and hence easily acquire competitors and become monopolies like Apple did in the early days of computing. The problem with argument for AI safety and regulations has always been the direct attack on open source large language models such as Llama 3.1 by Facebook. According to argument by companies such as OpenAI, making a large language model open source, as in Facebook's case, make it very difficult to control those who are using it for evil practices. In such a direction, it will be more substantial for such people to provide evidence of how closed source models such as GPT-4 protect against using large language models for evil purposes, with a clear evidence of how such approach is better than those of Facebook, Mistral, and other open source artificial intelligence providers. OpenAI was not the first company to invent transformer model, but it was indeed the first to commercialize it, hence establishing the brand name in the eyes of consumers. At the moment, open source large language models such as Llama 3.1 has surpassed many test benchmarks in the capability of OpenAI flagship models, GPT-4 Omni. But many people will not realize this for some time, and that is why OpenAI is doing damage control by not making its products better, but rather making it difficult for competitors to enter the market. OpenAI was not the first to adopt this control and monopolistic strategy. Rather, it borrowed it from Apple. In the early days of Apple, the company highly advocated for higher technological regulations, copyrighted much of the knowledge they stole from other people, and quickly bought off the competitors to maintain market monopoly. We honestly need to continue pushing for stronger regulations. OpenAI needs to keep its initial mantra of AI democratization. It is time to act, and public can visibly see through the lies.